Train Sim World 6 news video. Today we are covering all 3 of the weekly reveals, season of reveals, or whatever it is. I wasn't impressed in how they done it I think it was last year, weren't it? So I stayed off doing content for the news for the 3 weeks of reveals. I've stayed away from YouTube. It helped that I was away for the first week of reveals, I think it was. I've stayed away from news, all these news things and that. Yeah. Let's dive straight into it. As always, because I've not had anybody say any difference, we'll only be going through the things that I'm interested in. The things I'm not interested in, I'll just skip or just brush over. I'll go over it quickly, unless you tell me otherwise. So unless you say in the comments that you want me to cover stuff that I'm not interested in, then I'm just going to do it my way, because it helps speed the video along. And it's going to be a long video as it is anyway, isn't it? So they really need to change this image in the background here, because I swear this has been here since TSW 2 or TSW 3. They need a new image. So let's get through it. Seasons of Reveals 2025 Week 1. 3 weeks of new reveals. Welcome. Oh, so before I get ahead, make sure, because it is going to be a long video, make sure you've got a drink. I've got a glass of Coke next to me in a Pepsi glass. Coca-Cola drink in a Pepsi glass. Make sure you've got some food, some snacks. You've been to the toilet. I'll just wait a second. Actually, no, I won't wait. Pause the video. And come back. Right. Now that's all that sorted. Let's get straight to it. Oh, one other thing. I noticed that YouTube are decreasing the video quality to its lowest settings. All my videos are 4K, so make sure you check your settings and put it up to the highest setting that you've got when you're watching on stuff like PC or your PlayStation or your Switch or your phone. If you're on data, then yeah, have it on the lowest settings, because it will take a lot of data otherwise. If you're on Wi-Fi or you have unlimited data, then yeah, crank up to the highest setting. Right, now that's all done, let's get straight into it. Welcome to Daft Hours Games Season of Reveals 2025, a month-long event starting today to the end of the year with a celebration featuring all new updates and reveals from our teams and our wonderful third-party development partners from Train Sim World. Whether you're new to the TSW community or familiar with our seasonal events from last year, we hope you're looking forward to amazing announcements throughout the month, weekly community giveaways, brand new mysteries to earning game rewards, and live events you can join to hear more from our teams before we enter the holidays. Before we enter Christmas. For 2025, we're shaking up the format of our reveals and replacing our usual roadmap with 3 weekly drops across the month, starting today and happening every Monday, December the 1st, 8th and 15th, with multiple reveals and updates inside new articles. We'll then follow up with more events you can get involved in each week, with Discord Q&As each Tuesday, community competitions every Wednesday, Daft Hour live streams every Thursday, Friday, and special giveaways you can enter for free on Fridays and over the weekend. With so much happening, we hope that you're able to enjoy the celebrations with us. The reverse reveals are included below, but kept reading for more details about our next upcoming patch for TSW this week, bringing Birmingham to crew improvements, as well as core updates to German TSRs and more, as well as our involvement in Jingle Jam 2025 and our link to our new Train Sim World Win 2025 survey, which I did complete. I'm glad I got back in time for that. More reveals will also be arriving soon, so stay tuned. And be sure to follow us on our social channels and community groups for the latest information as soon as it's shared, which I've completely stayed away from. So, Season Reveal 2025, Week 1 drop, announcing Rheinarspahn from Fossil World. Hope I've said that correctly. Discover the Rheinarspahn, Duisburg to Malkenbach route. Sorry for botching that. A beautiful scenic route over 100 years old. First project coming from experienced developers in our new partner program group. Explore from large fancy stations through massive open fields to big sprawling cities the Rhine-Nasbahn as it all. Get ready for a strong focus on freight operations, especially in and around the Champ Park area, and journey across the historic Hochfelder Haschenbach. Again, apologies for botching those pronunciations. It has got ice trains. I'm going to like this one because it's got ice trains. Anything with high speed German trains, absolutely brilliant. I also like the S-Bahns as well, so cool. Arriving as our very first new announcement for Season of Reveals 2025, we'll also introducing a brand new developer into the TSW scene. Discover the Rhine-Nasbahn Duisburg-Mockenbach route, a beautiful scenic route over 100 years old with a large station and big cities to open field and foliage. This route has it all. As you can see it in the snow there. For the freight fans, get ready for a strong focus on freight operations, especially in and around the Champak area, and journey across the historic Hochfelder Heisenbahnbruch, where the scenery becomes increasingly industrial. As we can see here, there is a station there. You have got passenger train stations there as well. But that is very, very industrial, isn't it, in that picture? It looks very lovely as well. We've reached out to their team as they share the news of their first reveal. So this is them speaking. Hello, my name is Noah. I hope I got that right. Some might know me as Fuzzle from YouTube, Discord or the forums, and I'm glad to introduce you to Fuzzle World. I have been given the great opportunity to develop routes and rolling stock for TSW with a group of very talented individuals, and I'm glad to introduce you to our first great project, the Rhine-Nasbahn, Duisburg to Mockenbach. A lot of time and hard work has gone into this route, and I can best talk about the art perspective. I've had the pleasure of laying scenery throughout this beautiful route, which is over 100 years old. We've all had a lot of fun with development and can't wait until we can talk more about this route. This is just the start. I'm very excited for what we have planned in the future. And hello, my name is Metin. Some of you know me from my YouTube channel Train Sims Play or from the TSC Discord server, and I've had the pleasure of contributing to the development of this route. My main role was assisting with research and gathering reference material for the developers. I'm incredibly excited to finally be able to talk about the Rhine-Nasbahn. This route has a strong focus on freight operations, especially in and around the Champak area, but my personal favourite part of the route is driving across the historic Hassenbahnbruch, where we once again cross the Rhine and the scenery becomes increasingly industrial. I hope you'll all enjoy driving this route as much as we've enjoyed creating it, and fear not, this is only the beginning. Is it only the beginning for German routes, or are you going to be doing other routes as well in other countries? As we peek through the window of one of the trains coming into a station. Hello, I'm Dion. You may know me from my work in the infrastructure team at Dovetail Games from other third-party routes for TSW, or from my community projects in Train Sim Classic. I really enjoy helping out others with their route projects, especially with infrastructure, which is what I was responsible for on the Rhine-Nasbahn. Tracks, signals and overhead lines, but for this route I even got the fun chance to do the timetable. Before I started working on the route, I didn't expect it to be that busy. The traffic is quite heavy, and although there is no S-Bahn line running the route, the section between Duisburg and Karfeld feels like the typical S-Bahn experience. I highly enjoy building all the infrastructure for the route and can't wait to see it completed for release in the coming months. Thank you to the team for sharing your thoughts. Here's a first look at the overall route map for the route, featuring the 14 stations and additional 9 POIs, yards, depots and sidings across the line. I do like these new maps that they've been doing, because it shows the track, the stations and the depot yards and sidings in all different colours. So we're right at the top there at number 1 with Dussenberg, and then we've got 2 depot yard sidings at 2 and 3. 3 is on a different set of tracks to that one, so they join into number 4. We've got several tracks that leave the main track, so you're going over a lot of points. I think the biggest stretch here is between 13 between 14 and 17, the most straight line there. You've got 21 off to the side there as well, and 22 is the last station, which is Harrogate HBF, and you've got GBF down below at 23, which is a siding or a depot or a yard, which I think freight trains take this left hand side, or they can do anyway, and miss the last station on the route. There's quite a few depot yards and sidings next to the routes there. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all in that congested area between 1 and 11. And then you've got one over here down by 18. Then you've got another one at 19, 21 and 23. It looks like an impressive route. It will be one that I would like to play. Probably won't be a day one buy, but I will try as close as possible to get this one. We can't wait to share more from their team over the coming months, and we look forward to seeing how development progresses with new screenshots and details in our roadmaps ahead. Look at that, that looks absolutely stunning. I think that train in front of us is from one of the other routes, which I don't have at the moment, I don't think. I can't tell if that's an electric train or a diesel train, but we have got the ice train here, which is pretty cool. And you can see a station or yard platform to the left there as well. As these side tracks join onto the main route there, maybe onto or a joining line. Looks good though. And here's something I don't care about. Announcing Southern Pacific Ore Lines hide-and branch from high-end simulations. No offense to high-end simulations, it's just it's heavy haul railroading. It has no interest to me whatsoever, no matter how good it may look. It just doesn't hold my interest at all. When it comes to American routes, I prefer third rail American routes. I mean, it looks nice. And it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 key locations. Ray Mine, Ray Junction, Hyden Junction, Hyden Cope and Smelker, and Winkleman. It's in the Arizona landscape. End-to-end freight operations from mine to smelter. Populated by old school Southern Pacific equipment. Yeah, I mean, that looks nice. But again, it just doesn't have no interest to me whatsoever. So I do, yeah. Moving on. The Tatami line. Gameplay showcase for the Tatami line from Union Workshop. TSW's first Japanese route coming from Union Workshop. Set in the 2010s era, explore the Aizu area and along the valley of the Tatami River. Operate the Kia 40 DMU in Japan in 3 classic liveries, including local colour, Toyoko local colours, National Railways orange and Nagata colours. Discover incredible scenery such as the Mishiati Three Brothers, a famous train spotting point along the line, featuring 3 bridges in a single picturesque view. I do apologise for butchering any names or pronunciations there. That station there looks absolutely amazing. Japan has always been some place that I'd love to visit. I love Japanese gardens. I love the tranquility of them. I love the peace of them. I would love to go to there one day. But yeah, that station looks really amazing. As you can see, the 3 bridges there as well. Of course, it wouldn't be a TSW announcement event if the Tatami line didn't join in, but today we've got something extra special from Union Workshop team with a full gameplay showcase of what you can expect from the new add-on, featuring multiple clips of the Kia 40 DMU in its 3 classic liveries as it explores the scenery and stations you'll encounter on TSW's first journey to Japan. That is cool. I ain't got it on full screen. Apologies for that. So how long is this showcase? Oh, 1 minute 38. Let's have a look. I don't get copyright for this music. See, there are 2 different liveries there. This is work in progress, captured quality, performance and content showing may not be final. So a single line, see the train carriages moving, which is good. And most of it is single line. I love it also, yeah. Snowy season. Snow on the train as well. That looks nice. A misty, snowy night. And you see the trees moving as well. I did like that last scene. So yeah, that looked good. It means progress is coming along, if they're able to show that off now. It has been a long time coming for the Tatami line, as we know. But it's good to see that it's progressing. Be nice to know when it's coming out. Union Workshop. The Tatami line runs along the Tatami River, and its charm lies in the magnificent scenery of the changing seasons. The train passes through many bridges and tunnels, heads to Oko Izoi. Sorry for mispronunciation there. The scenery outside of the window is refreshing. Many domestic and foreign photographers come here to capture the breathtaking scenery. It was even selected as the top of the top 10 most beautiful autumn leaves railways by national media. Look at that, that's absolutely beautiful. I say I would love to go there. KR40 series diesel cars were designed in 1977 to replace the ageing vehicles on suburban and rural services. A total of 888 vehicles were built from 1977 to 1982. From the northernmost Akokotio to the southernmost Kyushu, they have been widely operated all around Japan. The KR40 is powered by an inline 6-cylinder diesel engine outputting 220 horsepower. The power performance is far from powerful, making it quite challenging to drive on the slopes. Again, I apologise for butchering the names and mispronunciations. You can see the chain there in orange, and you've got the white and green livery over there as well. Please enjoy a selection of further screenshots we've shared over the last few months. I mean, look at that. You see quite a bit of detail in that. From the ticket machines, the posters, the ticket gates, magazine stands, stalls, posters, signage, loads of signage there. You got, like, I don't know if that's a coffee shop or a waiting room in there as well. But yeah, it's looking really good, and look at that. That looks magnificent, don't it? Can't wait to explore it. It's looking really good. I said you see the sun lines in there as well as the sun comes through. I can't wait for this to come out. It's been a long time coming. We're hoping to start showing much more information as we enter the new year and seeing how far the development from the Union Workshop team has come. We can't wait. If If you fancy catching up on our previous post on the timeline, why not dive through our latest roadmap updates in the TSW October 2025 roadmap and the TSW August 2025 future roadmap. This wraps up our first weekly drop, so get ready for a full week of celebration and cheer. And here's what you can expect coming up in our next drops. Week 2 drops, expect 2 new add-on announcements and 2 add-on updates. Week 3 drop, expect 3 new add-ons announcements and 2 add-on updates. Train Sim World 6 core update coming this week. This is already out as of this recording. So they fixed an issue causing temporary speed restrictions not triggering PZB correctly, fixed an issue causing loco names to disappear from the debrief screens, fixed an issue causing loading screens not to update correctly. On the Birmingham to Crewe route, added arrival times to all timetable services, optimised assets at Smithwick and Crewe for greater stability and performance, improved the German voice-over volume. Why is there German voice-over volume on Birmingham to Crewe? Adjusted route announcements to deliver a more consistent experience, updated the station announcements at Wolverhampton, fixed several timetable issues to prevent service ending concerns including AI SPADs and derailments. The Class 350, adjusted BR Class 350 on onboard announcements for greater consistency, adjusted the suspension on the BR Class 350, adjusted the braking performance on the BR Class 350, adjusted audio of the BR Class 350 door closing sounds, aligned BR Class 350 subclasses to a cabin exterior configuration representation of the 2019 era, fixed an issue with the vehicle numbering of the BR Class 350/3, and with the 390, fixed an issue with the BR Class 390 formation. Thank you for your patience waiting for these improvements. The Audible Studios teams have worked hard to address community feedback as well as continue to monitor player feedback to support content further into the new year. And then you've got the Train Sim World survey. This is now closed, so I'm not going to go over that. Hopefully I'll win a DLC of my choice. So there's no point talking about that. Earn all new mystery awards. December 2025 monthly master live now. It's the 15th today, so you've got about 15 more days of this. Starting today, we have our next set of December monthly mystery challenges. Ready? Take a look. Tier 1 exceed 150 miles per hour, 242 kph. Complete 4 scenarios or timetables with a temperature under 5 degrees /14 Fahrenheit. That's stupid. During a single timetable, collect a collectible and successfully complete the timetable. Complete 300 objectives during scenarios or timetables. Drive 250 miles or 402 km. Okay. And if you complete Tier 1, you get the TSW6 Challenge badge. Okay. And if you complete Tier 2, you get the Visit the United Kingdom and you've got the Voyager in the Snow. The new mystery comes with 2 rewards split into 2 tiers that you can work through in the month, adding more challenges to complete. I've just talked about that. Christmas 2025 challenge starting next Monday. Get your hot chocolates ready. Additionally, this month we'll be running a special Christmas event which are separate from December Mastery Challenge. The special event will come as 3 separate challenges with rewards around 3 regions: United Kingdom, Germany and the United States of America. Here's a look at the new posters you can unlock. Visit the United States this Christmas. Something something Dutchland. Something something. And visit the United Kingdom this Christmas. I think that slated visit Germany this Christmas. I'm just guessing by what the other 2 posters say. My German is not great, so the only thing I understand of that is Dutchland. There will be a new set of mystery challenges that unlock 3 seasonal posters above, separate to the December monthly challenges, and once unlocked, these posters will be available across any UK, US and German routes. Together with our December mastery, you'll be able to dive into it with lots of in-game seasonal missions before the end of the year. Each challenge is locked to a specific region. To unlock a poster, you must complete a challenge on a route in that region, but once unlocked, you'll be able to display the posters on any route regardless of region. That means that a US region unlocks the US poster, but then you can display it in the UK or Germany routes once completed. We'll confirm the goals required when this releases in our Season of Reveals Week 2 article on Monday, December the 8th. That's what we're going to look at in a minute. And then don't miss our Frankenbahn Stuttgart to Heilbronn preview. That's already out, as is the route. Join us for Jingle Jam 2025. Has that already happened? Yeah, that's already happened, so no point in talking about that. Last chance Black Friday sales has already happened and gone. I missed that. And that's it for that one. So let's go over to season 2. Season reveals week 2. It's just welcome back, blah 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 blah, all the usual stuff. Catch up on season 1. Don't forget tomorrow's release, and yeah, we know all that. Frankenstein stuck at the whole one route came out the day after this. Article came out. So season reveals 2025 week 2 drop December 8th of 2025, announcing the Medway Valley line from Firefly Simulations. Whoa! Was not expecting that. Debut route from community modders turned developers, Firefly Simulations, packed with details including signal boxes, foot and level crossings, each with bespoke information and realistic trackside clutter. Travel through idyllic Kent countryside on end-to-end journeys which keep you on your toes, featuring the class 375/3 and the 375/6 with new audio, GSMR functionality, plus guard mode. Okay. What's that picture? That's Cuxton. That's on the Tunbridge line, isn't it? So we're going to Tunbridge and Tunbridge Wells? Whoa, that'd be cool. That's right, Firefly Simulations, which we introduced previously in the November road match, are entering... Did they? I don't remember that. Are entering this scene with the Medway Valley line for Train Sim World 6. Speaking on behalf of Firefly, MVL Aficionado, DDG James will take you through their highlights. Aficionado. Okay. Medway Valley line aficionado DDG James will take you through the highlights. Oh. Right, this is James. Anyone who knows me would be aware I'm a Medway Valley local, and I've long been an advocate for getting the Medway Valley line into Train Sim World, and I was delighted when Firefly Simulations approached us with their plan. I've assisted with research and reference since, and now I get the privilege of sharing it with you all on today of all days. It's my birthday. Oh, happy belated birthday, James. Look at that station. That looks nice. I don't know what station that is. I can't see any signage, but it looks cool in the lighting and the. You got the taxi rank outside, the car park. Don't know if buses go that way as well. You got the lights lighting up the building. You got the ramp and the stairs leading to the station hall, as well as the side entrance. You've got a PSI on the side of the building facing the outside way as well. Bike racks outside. Ticket machine outside. Looking good. The Medway Valley line takes you on a tranquil journey through the Garden of England from Strood, which you may know from the southeastern high speed, and down via Maidstone to Paddockwood and onward to Tunbridge. It's something of a journey that time forgot, with many historical and national features, grey listed buildings and signal boxes which are still staffed to this day. Also including from southeastern high speed is the stretch from Gravesend to Rainham, enabling gameplay to the likes of Hoe Junction and Gillingham Depot. This section has seen significant uplifts compared to the southeastern high speed and brings the route to a total of 26 new and 13 updated miles. Oh, that's nice. And there's Cuxton there. Firefly have gone above and beyond at every turn, capturing the route to almost picture-perfect detail. It's a wonder to explore. For PC players, all the level of quality you're used to in the 5 Circle and the West Coast Mainline enhancement mods is present, but dialed to 11, with the team having full control by making the route from scratch, which is now something Gen 9 console players can enjoy too. The Class 375/3 is the primary attraction on the Medway Valley line and has been a key area of focus for the team, going the distance by implementing a more in-depth simulation of the UK GCSMR Global System for Mobile Communications Railway. I'm not really a big fan of doing all those because I'm not really know like the signal names and everything you've got to type in, and it does take time and often makes me late when doing it in Train Sim Classic. I'm not a real big fan of that, but it's nice to sit in there. This allows you to both key in your head code and at the start of every service and have a simulated conversation with the signaller when contacting them. The only problem with that is that you're going to have to type it in even if you start the route halfway through a route. So say if it's coming down from Charing Cross and you're at Tunbridge or Tunbridge Wells, you're still going to have to type in everything on GSMR, which is going to make you late, isn't it? This allows you to both key in your head code at the start of every service and have a simulated conversation with the signaller when contacting them. You'll even hear different voices based on the nearest local signal box. Oh, that's nice. That's a good touch. Alongside this, the 375/3 is getting a new sound set, full guard mode functionality, proper suspension support, and of course onboard passenger announcements. All this can be enjoyed on the class 375/6, which will also be included, meaning both 3 and 4 car versions of the 375 with the odd had trains style headlights are available. And look at this, you can see the security camera on there as well as how to a diagram of how to use the headset, which is really cool. Nice, good level of detail as well. I can see the seats and the tables, and they look quite accurate as well. Between Strood and Paddock Wood, one can look forward to a steady stream of half-hourly services based on the 2025 WTT. I'm not sure what WTT means, but I'm guessing it's based on the real-life timetable of 2025. So there's a train every half hour, as well as extended Tunbridge runs and other alternative movements throughout the day. The Class 395 from South Eastern High Speed, as well as the 465, play considerable roles to add life around North Kent, but also visit the Medway Valley line on occasions. The Lineside Industry in Alresford, as well as Tunbridge West Yard and Hoe Junctions, are sure to see plenty of freight action, and I for one am looking forward to the odd rail tour or two. From myself, who is elated with the progress so far, and the Firefly team themselves who continue to work hard, we hope you're just as excited as I am when they debut route the Medway Valley line, Strood to Tunbridge, come to Trainsim World in 2026, which just so happens to be on the line's 170th anniversary. Oh, cool. So we're only going to Tunbridge. Oh. I wish they could have extended it to Tunbridge Wells. So we've got the normal, we will have the updated Southeastern line from Gravesend, which is 1, Hoe Junction, which is 2, 3, which is Hingham, 4, which is Rochester, 5, which is Chatham, no, 4 is Strood, sorry, 5 is Rochester, 6 is Chatham, which I went to recently on the way home, and actually stopped by DTG's offices. Unfortunately, no one was there, but I did get to get a picture next to the DTG sign. I got a TSW 2 t-shirt, a TSW 6 t-shirt, a DTG stream bag, a DTG pen, and a DTG notebook. So thank you for that, DTG. Unfortunately, I didn't get... Fortunately, Matt wasn't there. I was hoping to either meet Matt or the community manager. I forget their name. I do apologise. I think it was... Is it Alex? I think. Yep, I was hoping to talk to Matt because I've got quite a few ideas. Not just routes, but things that they might be able to implement. So unfortunately, I forgot to leave my contact details. Keep an eye on my main page, my main YouTube channel, because that video will come up. It's part of a travel travel vlog, as well as the I'll be doing the DTG trip in a shorter video as well. That probably won't be until won't come out to 2026 because I'm quite behind on that at the moment. So as you can see, the Medway Valley line route map. So what was he doing? Chatham, yeah, Chatham 6. Then at 7 you've got Gillingham, and then 8 Gillingham Depot, and 9 Rainham, and that's the part of the South East High Speed route, and you can see it goes off to Dartford and St Pancras and down to Faversham. And then we've got Strood at 4, and that's where the line goes down to the Medway Valley line. And from there we go from 10, which is Cuxton. So we go from Strood to Cuxton, to Haylin Cement Works, Haylin, Snudland, New Hythe, Halsford, Hallington Aggregate Sidings, Maidstone Barracks, Maidstone West, East Farley, Waltwinborough, Yelding, East Peckham Tip, Beltwin, PW Keyland Sidings, Paddock Wood, Tunbridge Engineers Sidings, Tunbridge, and Tunbridge West Yard and Jubilee Sidings. So after 23, which is Belting, you then join on to another line, which is the line from London most likely. And that's where you join in. The first station will be Paddock Wood. No, it'll be the Hastings line, won't it? The 1066 line, going that way. Because then you got to Tunbridge, Tunbridge Wells, and that goes that way to London. So yeah, where you join on to PTW Keylands Sidings, that's the 1066 line. And I really wish we had Hastings line in the game, although I want it the other way around. I want it from Eastbourne to Ashford International. But yeah, that looks good. I'm glad that line's coming up. We've got it in TS Classic, so it's good to see it come to TSW. Thank you, James. We're aiming to share more updates in the new year from their team as we continue to progress with development. And as a bonus, please enjoy a route map diagram to help showcase what you can expect, which we just saw above. And that's indeed BR147 from Dovetail Games. So this is from Dovetail themselves. All new German locomotive for current day passenger service. Transform Frankenbahn Stuttgart to Heilbronn with an alternative late 2010s era timetable. Experience the route from the modern cab with a mix of Destos, N-Wagons and Wico. Create your own modern German city vibes with Creator Club and Free Roam. So this will add a new timetable to a new route already. Looks good. First screenshots of NEC, New York to Stamford from Dovetail Games. Now this is something I'm looking forward to. An American route I can get behind because it's third rail. Passenger services to go both of New York's main stations. Metro North trains to Grand Central Terminal and Amtrak trains to Penn Station, delivering diversion at New Rochelle. Explore 54 miles of track with 24 stations to explore. Enjoy local express and several semi-express patterns trains which short turn at New Rochelle or Harrison and deadhead position moves. Additional Metro North services playable on the Harlem line and Hudson line. Let's check back in our new Metro North US route, which will be hopping aboard the Metro North M8 EMU and exploring the Northeast Corridor from Grand Central or New York Penn to Stamford. We're excited to show you some of the first development screenshots now that the track lane is complete and environmental work is ongoing. Please understand that images shown here are very work in progress and may contain unfinished lightning or temporary floating development assets. Looking at you, yellow triangle UFO. Yeah, that's very low quality, that screenshot, isn't it? You'll be able to experience passenger services to both New York major railway stations with Metro North trains headed to Grand Central Terminal and Amtrak trains heading to Penn Station, diverging at New Rochelle. Is this New Rochelle here? You can see the red dots in the along the track there, where they're placing stuff down. This route offers a huge range of variety, including local express and several semi-express patterns, trains which short turn at New Rochelle or Harrison, and deadhead positioning moves. You can see floating objects there and the arrows there as it's taken from as they're working. Your next US adventure will come with 54 miles of track and 24 stations to explore as you travel, as well as additional Metro North services playable on the Harlem line and Hudson line, which is good. I've I have the Highland line, I don't have the Hudson line, I don't think. But it's good that you'll get additional services playable for those lines. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this route. And in case you've missed it, here's our route map we shared alongside the announcement in our Dotars Direct 2025 show. So as you can see here, Stamford up there, you get to New Rochelle, and then you've got the line down to New York Penn Station, and the line that diverges off down to Grand Central, which is good. I can't wait for this route. It looks good. Expect more updates and information from our development progress in the new year. More information on the BR Class 90 from Alan Thomas Simulation. So this ATS's second DLC for TSW. The Class 90 will operate on the West Coast Main Line, London, Euston to Milton Keynes. Timetable includes 5 authentic liveries. Deep simulation features includes a fully operational BIS working data cord entry panel and realistic neutral section functionality. UK safety systems are fully modelled, including a new working speed set feature and interactable GSMR radio. Introducing multiple working capabilities, allowing for heavy haul operations with other Class 90 locomotives. The upcoming BR Class 90 will operate on the West Coast Main Line, London, Euston to Milton Keynes route, with a new timetable and a range of 5 authentic liveries. So more. So the West Coast Main Line is going to be really busy with all the traffic. It's got several cargo lines on there. We're going to have the BR Class 90 on there now as well, as well as all the other trains on there. And coming to it as well, because there's an 800 series train coming on there as well. I think it's the 807, I think, or the 806. I'm not sure which one it is. But yeah, that's on there. So it's going to be very big. Hopefully it doesn't affect performance too much, but it's good to see a different freight train in TSW. I'm sure the Class 90 works on other lines as well, so it would have been good to see them on it ported onto other timetables as well. We developed deep simulation features for the Class 90, including a fully operational BIS, working data cord entry panel and realistic neutral section functionality. I never know how to do neutral section. I know how to recognise when it's coming up, but I don't know when it finishes. UK safety systems are fully modelled, including TBWS, AWS, DSD, the new working speed set feature, the interactable GSMR radio. Additionally, we've also introduced multiple working capabilities allowing for heavy hauled operations with other Class 90 locomotives. Shame we don't have the passenger Class 90 as well. But I don't think any of the Class 90s worked out of Houston. I think they only worked out of King's Cross. And unfortunately King's Cross is not in the game. It's in TS Classic, but it's not in TSW, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll get it one day. And then maybe we'll have the Class 90 passenger trains as well. Additionally, we've also introduced multiple working capabilities, allowing for heavy haul operations with other Class 90 locomotives. I like the weathering on the train. If you look at the grille, you can see some of the grills are not like fully straight, so they've got some wear and tear on them. It's nice attention to detail. We know many of you are excited to see more and get your hands on this mixed traffic locomotive, and we'll be sure to keep bringing you regular updates from the ATS team. We've only showcased a limited selection of liveries in our screenshots, despite the ATS team working on 5 different varieties for the Class 90, whilst our team confirmed approval for licensed brands being shown. For an unbranded preview, take a look at what you can expect from this below over image shared in our November roadmap. So there's the 5 different liveries. The ATS team also wanted to extend the support for the INBEUE group. We've delivered these liveries that complement the pack service mode, which also made in collaboration teams and games. Gameplay showcase for Libric Strut Pucker from Vector Simulations. The first ever Czech route in TSW developed by Vector Simulations. Explore the Jezeri Mountains in northern Czechia with 80 km of fast-paced single-track mainline. I do apologise for pronouncing them wrong. Drive the Class 843 across fields and tight mountain passes. Take multiple Class 750 engines on demanding grades. Experience a wealth of yard work, passenger traffic, and even multifunctioning express retrieval. So this is a showcase of that. I'll take my see a good sale on it, I'll probably pick it up. But yeah, it looks really good. Okay, it's not my kind of thing, but like I said, if a good sale comes along and I think it's worth getting, then I might get it. Yeah, I'm just going to gloss over it and look at the pictures and the trains. It looks modelled well. The detail, there's a lot of detail. It's not something I'm interested in. Like I said, it wouldn't be a day one purchase for sure, but maybe something I might get down the line. So we've got the Christmas challenges started. So that's started now. So let's have a look at what the challenges are. So the UK challenge, unlock Christmas tree decals and the UK Christmas poster. Oh, you can unlock Christmas tree decals. Tier 1, drive 30 miles on and complete 2 timetable while the temperature is under 5C, 41 Fahrenheit on UK routes. Tier 2, complete 3 timetable and a scenario timetable after exceeding 100 miles or 160 kph on UK routes. Yeah, so you've got to drive 30 miles on and complete 2 timetables while the temperature is under 5C. How do you know what the temperature is? Is there a thing where you can set the temperature? Well, it shows the temperature. That'd be interesting. So you've got to drive 30 miles and complete 2 timetables. And that'll unlock Christmas tree decals, I'm guessing. And Tier 2 unlocks the UK Christmas poster. We've got to complete 3 timetables and a scenario timetable after exceeding 100 miles per hour. So when you drive the 30 miles and complete 2 timetables, go over 100 miles per hour, because then you've already completed 2 timetables for Tier 2. And then you just need to do 1 more scenario timetable after exceeding 100 miles per hour. US Challenge, unlock snowmen decals and the US Christmas poster. Tier 1, exceed 80 miles per hour, 128 kph, complete 2 scenarios or timetables on American routes. Tier 2, drive 50 miles, 80 km and complete 3 scenarios on American routes. German challenge. Unlock 12 days of Christmas decals and the German Christmas poster. Tier 1, complete 2 scenarios and collect 3 collectibles and German routes. Tier 2, gain 30,000 XP and complete 3 scenarios on all timetables and German routes. That sounds easier. I'd rather do that. Complete 2 scenarios and collect 3 collectibles. Why can't we add that? For the UK route. I'd rather have that, thanks. For the UK route one. Each challenge is locked to a specific region. To unlock the poster, you must complete a challenge on a route in that region, but once unlocked, you'll be able to display the posters on any route regardless of region. This means that the US region unlocks the US poster, but this you can display in the UK or German routes once completed. And then we've got the Frankenbunstuck-Halbon route, which was released the day after that, which does look like a good route. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it soon or not. If it does ice routes, then yeah, none of this we need to know about because it's pointless now because it's been and gone. Yeah, if it does ice routes, I'll have to look into that. If it does ice routes, I might pick it up at some point. It's got the new DBBR 140 locomotive plus new Wittenberger Streitwagen. I mean, it looks like a nice route. It's something you can really do on the express really as well. Because up in Halbern, number 1, it's set in 2000, so there would have been ice trains there. I mean, it's quite congested between 20 and I'll say from about 11. Then it's more spread out between 10 and 1. Yeah, that might be something I'd be interested in if there is ice routes on that. So let's get over to season 3. Season reveals 2025, week 3. So let's have a look. Oh, there's a roadmap. Why do a roadmap before the reveals? Because I'm guessing there's spoilers up there, which is why I went straight past. As soon as I saw the word roadmap, I came straight down. In case there is spoilers. We'll go back and look at the roadmap in a minute once we've gone through these reveals. So we've got a new Steam for Germany from TSG. Something that I don't care about really. I don't really much care about the Steam in the UK. I still haven't got the Liverpool to Crewe route. The other trains I've got, if I did get that, I'll be running old diesel stock on it. And I'd only get that if it's like 90% off. I've got other Steam trains that I did get, but that's only just so we can see the rail tours from the AI. I've not actually driven any of them, I don't think, and I have no interest in doing that. I do love steam trains. I love seeing steam trains, don't get me wrong. I love seeing them. I'd love to ride a steam train. I just don't really enjoy playing them. But yeah, it's looking good there. I can't, no complaints. It looks nice. Again, if I was to get this route, it'll probably be when it's 90% off and I'd run older diesel German trains on it. Runs along a river for the entirety of the route. The river Neckar. It's got 15 stations and 2 depots, yards or sidings. Ouch. 6 even comes off from a different route as well. So yeah, it looks good. Announcing West Coast Mainline Trent Valley from All Aboard Studios. So All Aboard Studios is at Trent Valley. Wow. Conquer 108 miles, the longest end-to-end UK mainline route in TSW6. Master modern traction with the Class 350/4 and cutting-edge Class 807. We are really getting the 800s out here, aren't they? They've already got one. They're already making an 800 if it's the 806 or 805 as a standalone DLC. And now they're going to bring the 807 as well. Experience a packed timetable of high-speed intercity, regional stoppers and heavy freight. Bridge 2 major West Coast mainline routes between Crewe and Milton Keynes. That is cool. First up, let's hear from our friends at Audible Studios with an all-new UK route that seeks to further build upon the ever-growing West Coast mainline in Train World. A bit two different time zones. Get ready for West Coast mainline Trent Valley. Bridging the track between Crewe and Milton Keynes, this route links the end points of other major West Coast mainline routes in TSW, with Crewe as a shared station from Just Train's upcoming West Coast mainline Crewe to Preston, and Milton Keynes as a shared endpoint from TSW5's core UK line West Coast mainline south. It shares a station from Just Train's upcoming West Coast mainline with Crewe to Preston, but it's set in a different time period. That is set in the 80s, well this is set more up to date. You can't really connect them, can you? Hopefully one day Just Trains will stop with the 80s stuff and do a modern version of their West Coast mainline so you can join it all together. That would be really cool. Or let someone else modernise it for them. Connecting these stations have been no small task, and this add-on will bring the longest end-to-end UK route into Train 6 with a massive 108 miles to discover. Yeah, it's all looking good. And this is from Audible Studios. Master modern traction with the Class 350/4 and a cutting-edge Class 807, and experience a packed timetable of high-speed intercity regional stoppers and heavy freight. Please note, screenshots shown contain layers of trains from other routes and do not show the Class 807 included with this add-on as it is continuous development. So this is not the 807, this is the 805 I think, which is what they're working on as a separate DLC. Yeah, it's cool. So here's the map. So we've got Crewe at the top at number 1 and Milton Keynes Central at 14. The darker green line is from the West Coast main line Birmingham to Crewe. So that's between 1 and 3, which is Crewe, Bedford, Hull and Stafford. And as on the Crewe to Birmingham route, as you drive going down towards Birmingham, you go off to the left hand side, I think it is, and then you see these tracks going off to the right hand side, which is what we're going to be doing there. Both routes go down to London Euston, but one goes via Birmingham and the other one doesn't. And then you got 3 to 14, which is part of the new route. Number 5, which is Lichfield Trent Valley, you see in the Cross City line to Birmingham. That is the fast line that you usually see, and now it will be you'll be able to see it in TSW as a full line, but I'm sure they'll model the upper platforms as well. And if you look at number 6, which is Tamworth, the line that goes above it is the Derby to Birmingham line, which I hope one day makes it into TSW. In fact, they could do a Derby to Birmingham and Crewe, with one line going off to Birmingham and one line going off to Crewe, which would be really cool to have in TSW. 9 is Nuneaton. I'm not sure what the other lines near there are, and I'm not sure about the line that travels off from Rugby. I don't know if that goes up to Birmingham or not. So the stations that we are getting is Crewe, and sidings of course, Crewe's Bedford Hall, Stafford, Rugley Trent Valley, Lichfield Trent Valley, Tamworth, Polesworth, Heatherstone, Nuneaton, Rugby, Drift, Wolfton Works, Wolfton and Milton Keynes Central. 100 plus miles of pure high speed running perfect for the Pendolino, plenty of stations to keep the Class 350 busy in between, iconic spotting locations such as Rugby with non-stop action, embark on freight duties to and from Daventry International Rail Freight Terminal. Oh, that's what that drift is. That's what that means, isn't it? Drift. Daventry International Rail Freight Terminal. Okay, that's what drift meant. I wondered why that was all in capitals. That's number 11 there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be an instant purchase as soon as I can. Hopefully it comes out near payday. For everyone excited to continue on the West Coast Main Line adventure, we've got even more to reveal. Announcing Caribbean Coast, Carlisle to Whitehaven from Just Trains. Of course it's set in the 80s. Just Trains, I love you guys, but please do something modern. I love the Cambrian Coast route, but I don't like it set in the 80s. I like the modern. Even if it was set in the late 90s, early 2000s, that would still be better than the late 80s. Don't get me wrong, I like the trains from back then, I just don't like driving them. Featuring, and I'd like to see it in modern day. Do something modern. Can you imagine if Just Trains done their West Coast Main Line modern, and then you got DDG and all the Ball Studios doing theirs, and then it would all be able to link up? How great would that be? Featuring the new Class 108 DMU, 40 miles of rural scenery and sprawling industry landscape, coastal running between Wokington and Whitehaven, new wagons in development with freight and shanting operations across the route. So we've got some work in progress grayscale renders of the new Class 108 DMU included in the release. Okay. It's inside the train as well. The braking and the accelerating, and where you put the key in, is kind of like the underground train, isn't it? Kind of looks like. So this is the map. So you've got the Caribbean coastline, stations and depot yards and sidings. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 depots, sidings and yards. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stations. It doesn't connect to that, which is quite a surprise. I know, they got Preston to Carlisle, haven't they? They got Carlisle? Carlisle's Cathedral? Kittrell? Can't pronounce that. I'm not sure. I think so. So yeah, it should connect with their other routes. For route hopping. But yeah, I'm disappointed that it's set in the 80s again. I know a lot of people love it, and Just Trains are absolutely amazing with their routes. Yeah, they were in Trains in Classic, and they are now. I would just love to have had this route in modern times. I'd absolutely loved it. 40 miles of 1986 era diesel only route runs west from the historical city of Carlisle before hugging the Cumbrian coastline. Take charge of rural passengers and varied freight. Continuations of a series of 1980s routes by Just Trains. And with the 2 UK announcements today from both All Aboard Studios and Just Trains, setting aside differences in areas, that means the Trainsim world will soon have a complete series of routes that take you all the way from the heart of London to the iconic Euston Station, iconic Euston Station, right through to Carlisle near the Anglo-Scottish border, branches and networks to explore along the way. What a journey! Yeah, it would be what a journey if it was all set in the same time. I know I'm nitpicking here, but you know. And here's the West Coast Main Line in Trainsim world, but set in all different times. You know, it's really. I mean, this would be amazing if it was all set in the same time period. I mean, wow, brilliant. But unfortunately, it's not. So if we can have an up-to-date version of the Cumbrian coast, the West Coast Main Line Preston to Carlisle, the Blackpool branches, West Coast Main Line Crewe to Preston, and the Spirit of Steam Liverpool to Crewe, that would be amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then we've got the Portuguese Lisbon Studbull. And we have got a showcase of it, so let's have a look. that's just ATS, ETS 2, and the PlayStation games are over as well. And then there's other activities that I do outside of virtual reality. Activities that they in real life that I have to spend out as well. As well as all my bills and stuff. Because I don't get paid for my YouTube channels. On this one I don't have enough subscribers and viewers. Yeah, that looks good. And again, it's something that I'll probably get, like I said, like the check route, when it's about 50% or more on sales. To be honest, I've got the French route and I don't even play that. So yeah, I gotta say, it does look good like the other one. Good detail. And then it's just about the rewards again that we've already spoke about. Fancy taking a look at the new livery yourself, check out the showcase below. So they use Train Sim World 6 to show off what the new British Rail livery is going to look like. Kind of like the Union Jack, I think, on both sides. So this is what our trains are all going to look like for GBR, Great British Railways. So all our trains going to look like this, no matter where it is in the country. It's going to be a bit boring, really. In my honest opinion, it looks okay, but kind of meh, you know. So, oh look, there's me. That's my other channel there, Aaron's Rail. If you're not subscribed to it, please go subscribe to it. There are rail videos on there. Yeah, I think it would have been better if they went back and used the Network South East colours for local trains down south and north of London. When it comes further up to the Midlands, east and west, and further up, then they should have gone back to regional railway colours, and they should go back to intercity colours. Just my personal opinion. But yeah, that's it. There's on the Thursday 18th, you got the December 2025 roadmap, which we'll go have a look in a minute. Because we did say we'd go back up there, didn't we? That's on the side there. What is it? Let's have a look at the roadmap, see when everything's coming out. So, arriving soon on 0 to 3 months. Yeah, I was right, it's the 805, wasn't it? The Avanti BR, 0 to 3 months. Avanti BR Class 805 from All Aboard Studios. The West Coast Mainline Crew to Preston from Just Trains. The Expert DB BR 145 from TSG. The Class 90 from Alan Thomas Simulations. And the DB BR 420 from TSG. Improvement Core TSW 6 post-release patches. And the Great Western Express Remaster at last. Yes! The Great Western Express Remaster. Coming out soon. Within 0 to 3 months. Looking forward to that. Further down the line, release date to be confirmed. Add-on. The Santa Fe GP60M and GP60B from Iron Simulations. The Class 171 and 377/3 pack from Rivet Games, which I'm looking forward to. The Czech route from Vector Simulations. The New York City, New York to Sanford Dovetail Games route. The Portuguese route from Virtue VR 360. The Tatami line from the Union Workshop. The GWH ST Farewell Pack from Grumpy Dog Games. Southern Pacific Oil Lines, Hayden Beach, Iron Simulations. Ryan Narsbarn from that new company. Medway Valley Lines from Firefly Simulations. DBBR 147 from Dovetail Games. West Coast Main Line Trent Valley from All Aboard Studios. The Cumbrian Coast Carlisle to Whitehaven from Just Trains. And the Heidelberg Necklace from TSG. Sorry for pronouncing anything wrong. Improvements. improvements, the North London line Richmond extension from Incredible Trains, and hopefully once he's done the Richmond extension, he'll do the extension to Clapham Junction as well. Cool. But I've noticed that DDG are not doing any UK routes at the moment. It's all been third-party ones. Yet DDG are a British company, an English company, with French overlords. You don't get a French company did buy them. So I know a lot of you complain about DDG ringing out Trainsim World 6, 7, 8, 9 on a yearly basis, rushing out DLCs. But what you got to ask yourself, is that DDG doing that? Or is that their French overlord saying, well, you've got to meet these deadlines and get these out at these set of times? Think about that before next time you moan at DDG. I'll just make sure I haven't missed anything at the bottom. I've got a feeling I did. Please note this is just a visualisation of the real-world livery design used to preview the announcement to the public on December 9th, 2025, and not currently on available add-on within Trainsim World 6. Our teams are investigating any opportunities we have to bring this into TSW 6, and we'll share any news if we can confirm it. Player survey closed. The live stream. So what's next? Oh, so what's next week? Whilst the seasonal reveals is drawing to a close, we do have a quick update on the GWE remaster before we finish this year. Okay. Next week we'll be sharing some first gameplay as the final festive treat for you. We're very excited to be bringing you this early in 2026, hopefully in January. A smaller final article will be shared on Monday, December 22nd, 2025, a little later in the evening than usual, as our final update of the year. And I will not be able to bring this update to you because I'll be away for Christmas. I actually leave on Monday, December 22nd, so I'm absolutely gutted, because that's something I've been really looking forward to, and I won't be able to do a reaction like I've done today. So I'm really gutted about that, unfortunately. Yeah, there's no way for me to do that. I can't take my PC with me. So unfortunately I'm going to miss that. Yeah, so I can't bring you a news update on that, I'm afraid. So I do apologise, and I mean I can do it when I come back, but let me know. If you want me to do it when I come back, I'll do it when I come back. But what are you looking forward to out of everything that's been announced? The things I'm looking forward to the most are the Avanti BR Class 805, the Great Western Express Remaster, the Class 171377/3 pack, the GWR HST Farewell pack, the Medway Valley line, the West Coast Main Line Trent Valley. And out of all the new stuff that has been announced, then it would have to be the West Coast Main Line, Trent Valley and the Medway Valley line. Thank you for joining me on this rather longer video. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe with the bell notification to get up to date with all future content. Let me know. Hit the bell to keep up to date with all future content. I just said that, didn't I? I said it twice. It's late, so excuse me. And I'm only eating 1 meal a day at the moment, so you'll have to excuse me. Let me know your thoughts. What are you looking forward to? What's your favourite thing that's on the roadmap or that's been announced in the seasonal reveals? What was you most surprised about? Let me know in the comments below, and I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye for now. Take care and have a very, very happy Christmas with your loved ones and a happy new year.